think I've gotten a temporary workaround for this streaming thing.
Oh, oh,
Shiny here?
yeah,
Shiny.
yeah.
I'm having so many problems with OBS today.
Oh,
Like all the ratios, the screens are all weird.
hmm.
So I had to do a direct screen capture instead.
Okay, if you got time, you can look after OP into this.
Sure. I'd
Okay.
appreciate it, thanks.
Sorry for being late.
User joined your channel.
Chorizo,
Yes?
um, are you looking at your stream right now?
User joined your channel.
Um,
And
yes.
is it like it should be right now?
Sort of.
Hmm.
Because, like, if you're watching,
Yeah.
give it a little bit to catch up. So instead of getting the game capture, it it'll just be blank, a black screen. All right, so then like see down here, I'm using display capture and I had to resize the screen here.
Yeah, I see.
Otherwise, it was zoomed in so much that you would only get like the top left corner, like quarter.
And
User joined your channel.
if you add
We'll see what we can do after the op or something.
yeah, yeah. Let's do it after the
Oh,
op.
Monty's getting a weird error, device not reading. Not ready. Sorry about that, about the whole having to depart here. All right, let's get this program started. So first things first, welcome to... No, I can't hear you talking, Leander. No. Okay, so... what are we doing here? No, we're just getting going. So, I'm going to switch myself so you can actually hear me talking. Everybody can still hear me, yes? Hello, yes, no, maybe so?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. The long of it is aerosol air mobility qualified. First things first, difference between the two. For our sake with the MagTav and how it works. Air mobility is more about if we're going to be moving to a new position and be sustaining operations for a prolonged period of time in terms of either setting up an outpost or moving gear and equipment in the general area. Air assault is more akin to disruption of enemy activities in the backfield, doing our thing.
User disconnected from your channel.
For the sake of our time, it's usually a in and out 1 3-hour operation kind of thing. If we're going to be air assaulting it, if it's an air mobility thing, it means we'll be hunkering down, building a patrol base, cop, etc., etc., etc. That's where we'll be singling in gear and all of that.
User disconnected from your channel. User joined your channel.
In reference to platforms that we use, we'll go over the two per the outboard. Briefly, we'll talk about what it is. I'm just going to wait here while Monty gets in, and then Leander reconnects. Sorry, I'm pausing from talking.
User joined your channel.
Actually work for him. Let me see if I can just teleport him here quickly. 2 seconds. Hey, there you go. It worked.
Yo.
Hello.
Monty, did it work for you, bud?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
No worries.
He'll need to join our group as well.
Okay, we'll do that after. For now, Leander knows this stuff because it's just an annual thing, so I know I can continue on until we get to the practical portion when he gets back in, where we'll have the radio guy running. So, now that we know the differences between air assault and air mobility for Monty, for air assault, generally speaking, in RCT7 style, air assault is a one-day kind of out the door, attacking the enemy in the backfield, disruption operations, etc. Air mobility, for us, the meaning is long-term sustained. So we will probably be setting up a patrol base or maybe finding a new location for a cop, and we might be operating at for a sustained period of time in that area or from that area permanently, etc., etc., etc. Why is this important to the MAGTF? Well, it's kind of obvious. Having the ability to 3D circumvent enemies by landing in their backfield and or choosing on which the terrain which we fight and or conducting raids as a mobile unit, which both is mechanized and aviation, equals both lethality and survivability. So, any questions so far between the two differences? Wonderful. We'll continue to move along. So everybody can please open their map real quick. Everybody can see my pointy finger.
Yep.
Cool. We're going to talk about where we're going to be operating today. First things is everybody looks over to Healy Island, please. Healy Island, we're going to be working. It's going to be HLZ1 or HLZ, actually I'm going to call it Venom, because we'll be operating the Venoms out of there. HLZ2 going to be, if everybody looks at Cuckoo firing range, that's our going to be HLZ Stallion. For obvious reasons, we'll be there. I may call audibles in terms of landing at BLZs and stuff, but those are 2 points. When choosing an HLZ, it's critical to, number one, understand the airframe that you're going in with. So please, if we focus back at Peely Island, we know that we're going to be running the Venoms. They're smaller,
User
they're tighter,
joined your channel.
they're more compatible, more compact, I should say. That means we can get away with a light, tighter HLZs. HLZ stands for Helicopter Landing Zone. In air mobility or air assault things, for those who are HRST qualified, you might have a DZ or you might be fast roped in depending. Okay? When we're talking about landing at an HLZ and things that we're going to look for, if you try to fit a Stallion per se in HLZ Venom, you might be able to do it, but it might be tricky, as well as it restricts you from which directions, if everybody can see, that you can make your approach. Whereas HLZ Venom, we will be, for HLZ Venom, you have the mobility of coming in from any direction. MET-TC dependent, my favorite term. So if the enemy is shooting at you from one way, you can circumvent and come in the other way. We try and pick HLZs that don't won't either draw attention, especially if it's air assault and we're going to try and get into the backfield and we initiate contact as Blue Force. But sometimes it just goes south if the HLZ, bless you, is
Bless
made,
you.
and we just have to kind of go for it. Okay? Going back to HLZ Stallion, the reason I've got a nice big open area is because the CH-53s not only are cumbersome, they carry more people, so more people to get out, move, depart from the aircraft and set up a base of fire and position equals more space needed. These are all things that we have to keep in mind. We'll be operating as per the op board, trying to qualify on our 6. It might be 8 runs we'll do in phase 2. Venoms will be taking off from the Everett. Stallions will be down at the Caisson. The reasons for that we'll go over once we actually arrive at them and brief on said things there. We also will be doing nighttime, which brings a whole other set of challenges. And I'm less concerned about making to phase 3 than I am about getting this done in phase 2 and elongating phase 2 for 2 reasons. One, next Sunday we're going back to try and strike 4, episode 4, and we got to put all this stuff to use. So this basically is our last PTP FTX for this annuum, so year. So yeah, considerations. When we're planning an HLZ, we always look at directions at which we're approaching, if we're overflying danger areas, in terms of AA, civilian sites, or things where if we had to have a primary or secondary, it would be conducive to set up. Example being, if we go back to Peely Island, so I have HLZ Venom basically right smack dab in the middle. Everybody just type to him, please. Somebody had, I think, a problem last week. They had to do a reinstall. So somebody can just tell him to reinstall. I know he had a pretty bad workday, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so that was Circos. That's right. He's drunk in the woods right now. So if we look back at Peely Island, HLZ Venom, setting up...
User left your channel.
Setting up a primary LZ being HLZ Venom, a secondary LZ. Does anybody want to take a crack at where a possibility setting up a secondary HLZ would be? And again, anybody at all? Anybody? Okay, I'll pick at random. Well, Orange Juice, where would you set up a secondary LZ?
Maybe somewhere over the BLZ red.
Wait, sorry.
This area.
1 second, let's see. Did you hear me, Orange Juice?
Oh yeah, sorry, my mic was not in.
No worries. Where would you set up a secondary HLZ to complement HLZ Venom if HLZ Venom was closed?
Wait, we're assaulting FOB Elrod, right?
No, it's just a general. Where would you set it up? You don't know the direction from which the enemy's going. Just think of it as in case it's a no-go at the HLZ. Don't think any other factors.
Maybe right here on the beaches.
You could do beach line. John also suggested you can go off of beach at BLC Red, which yes, that is a thing. Likewise, you have intersections. So if you wanted to maintain, if you do coastline, notice that there's very little cover and you got to make a mad dash to the tree line. Whereas if, let's say if we had a secondary setup where I'm pointing right here, you might have the ability to quickly skirt into the tree lines, giving you some sort of cover and concealment. These are things we must take into consideration. Again, with CH-53, it gets a lot more fucking complicated.
Question.
Yes, please, Sean.
Can we do the cool thing with dropping off the back of the helo just in the ocean then?
Yeah, you can set up, you can helocast doing, what was I going to say? You can do a helocast depending on 2 factors. One, the HSRT qualified individuals. 2, if you have the gear to swim it in. Because if you try and swim in even at 100 meters without fins, you pain the dick.
Yeah.
But it is definitely, that's a great point, it is definitely something that you can consider, especially if you're trying to, let's say, Falbell Rod is hostile, and we want to dunk in at BLZ Green, right? You just do a helocast, swim in, make the assault, etc. Any other questions, comments?
Can we do a paradrop right here?
No, not at all. That's not what today is. So, as well as, and just for this, if you try and do a paradrop in tree line, you're going to have broken limbs coming out your ass.
Yeah,
So,
I was joking. I was
okay. Well, we're going to continue on. We've got a lot to cover here. Okay. So, something to note. When we do our daytime drops, when we do our daytime landings, record of note is that we will all be on the cargo channel. Today, I'm going to ask Tulip if you can just queue into the cargo channel just for ease of communication today. Normally speaking, what we would do is we might have, actually, Tulip, disregard that, ignore it. I'm going to change that. So we're going to run it just like we do with the mech stuff. So everybody will be in cargo. When we're operating off the Stallions, because all of us can fit, I will be the one who switches over to the crew net to get the countdown 30 seconds out, and then I will pass that along on short range to the squad leader. He'll pass it down the line. You might even hear me say it, or we prep up, get ready to go. When it comes to doing separate chalks, which we'll talk about here in a minute, in the Venoms, because obviously the Venom's carrying capacity is not 24, it's 7, not including the gunners, etc. We when we set up the chalks, we'll try and get a team leader at minimum in, and he will be the one who will tab in on the intercom to crewnet, get the instructions from the PIC, pilot in command, and then he will inform the guys via his short range, or if he's yelling or talking, depending on chalk size, to then disembark or prepare to hop out. Okay? Does everybody understand? Everybody make sense?
Yep.
Excellent.
Yep.
So, without further ado, let's talk about the differences between the day and the night before we go over to these fine things that I set up behind us. So, day and night operations. First thing is, day is obviously a lot easier to do for two reasons. One, you have the ability of your beautiful Mark I eyeballs, where you can see everything that is happening around you. Two, smoke is a lot easier to pinpoint necessarily at night. And therefore, because things are easier, there are less hazards and dangers. The point of this is to make sure that we can competently do this, okay? So we can do it and actually add it into our tool belt. For some guys, you've done this before. For others, you have not. That means when we do nighttime, and I don't think any of us here has done a nighttime air assault, okay? When we do this, I know we've done dawn into light, and we hit the ground at light. But doing nighttime mobile air assault movements can be very dangerous. I think we did one air mobile movement when we did our nighttime qual earlier on for shooting range. But in this case, we need to pay attention for two things. One, you guys will be equipped with glow sticks, and we'll go over this a little bit later when we do our runs, just to ease of being able to see who's who when we're in the assembly area. The assembly area will be right over here inside these fine fucking, sorry for the language for those streaming, inside these crates, you'll find different glow sticks, etc., and I will assign it as needed. We also have strobes. Everybody knows from RTTP SOP, strobes are only for squad leader or team leaders, okay? For on the ground. IR pointers, I will hammer this home until the day I die. Just ping me on Zeus.
Sorry, I fat fingered my fucking
All good.
key.
All good. All good. I thought maybe Leander was back when I was in map and I missed it. He had TP. What was I talking about? Laser IR pointers. Thank you. For the love of God, discipline that everybody remembers on the range, we need to apply it here, especially if the JFO or myself is calling in the bird, doing loops in the sky with our IR pointer. We do not need the aircraft, PIC, looking down, seeing a million different lights, unless otherwise specified, to try and find where we are. Okay, our enemy that we are fighting has nod capabilities, as we know, for War Game Try and Strike 3, and we know that the PLA definitely has night vision, courtesy from our last deployment, and we'll be heading back to fight them again by August, or end of August. So, for nighttime, setting up an HLZ, we're still going to, again, use those same HLZs, but you may see that some of us are going to be using strobes to indicate our positioning. You may also see that we'll be using the IR pointers. Or if we are in contact, general rule of thumb. Pardon me? Okay, sorry guys. Just talk to Julie for a second. Oh, she did good on her food. When you come into contact, please put on your pointers at that time when you're shooting and engaging. And when you're not shooting and engaging, turn your pointers off. If you have to point out something, if there's a bad guy or something that you see, obviously use the shift tilde key to point, or use your IR pointer if we're in that kind of situation. But when we're trying to extract or egress or extract, just be mindful of it, okay? For everybody who did not do the JFO primer course, do not get on the miniguns. Please and thank you. Team leaders will be the ones on those guns, or when we're on the CH-53, I will likely be on the rear gun just for the day. Do we have any questions at all? Have anything that I've said? I see the hand raised. Yes.
Just rolling it back to the IR strobes. I think we've done it a few different ways. At the minute, are we just doing leadership with
Yes,
IR strobes?
it's only going to be leadership. The guys should have them inside your bags. So anyone who's a FTL should have one. BAP, I don't know if you have glow sticks in your bags. Sorry, that's just my alarms for the thing, so I know I'm not running over time.
I do not, but
no
there's
worries.
nothing stopping me from getting them myself.
Yeah, I have some over here, and when we go over that, we will. For Mr. Tulip, have I missed anything that is paramount? No. Excellent. Everybody obviously has their nods already kitted in. So please, if you follow me, make sure you're holstered so I don't get shot in the face, and let's discuss some more airsoft stuff.
Also, make sure your mag isn't in your weapon, as stated in the upward.
Also, just so everybody's aware, if you don't have room in your inventory, just put it on safe. That would be for Chorizo for sure. All right, this way, guys. I know his kit, my kit are full to the tits.
Damn, there's a lot of arrows here.
Yes, the arrows of power. So first we're going to talk about back on the air mobility side again. So air mobility means that we're going to be setting up shot, doing stuff, and having a good day with it. You might be wondering, why on earth would we be doing air mobility stuff if we have an armored section? Well, the ability to sling load different gear and have our armored section do different and unique things with the gear with the CH-53 allows us to have that mobility of getting in the backfield, as well as having weapons to assist us in the backfield. It should be noted that this is nothing. The UH-1Y cannot pull up a Hummer, the armored ones, okay? And we are phased out our unarmored ones other than the toes. So in this case, everything that you see here will be slung load, not today, but whenever we do them, corresponding with the arrow with the CH-53. So in this case, you can see the Hummers, and if I'm getting too quiet, feel free to come closer. All Hummer variants are, no problem, sling loaded in. No, not at all. These MRAPs cannot be sling loaded in, and I've tested all this stuff, so I know what can and cannot. You'll see these fine trucks, little half-tonners, or sorry, ton and a half, I think. They can definitely be brought in, useful, especially in the towing capacity or supply capacity, depending on METTC, what we're doing. Now, yellow arrows. What do yellow arrows mean? Did anybody know here? Tulip, correct me if the term, is it a fart or a FARP? If you know what I'm talking about. If not, I'll...
I think it's a FARP.
FARP, yes. Perfect. Thank you for FARP.
User joined your channel.
I don't know. FARP.
Yeah, that was...
I didn't know if it was fart or FARP. I couldn't remember. So, good old FARPs. Setting up those mobile on a highway. Hey, we need to resupply our air assets as quickly as possible. That is where these HEMTs come into play. This is the supply one, got the ammo one, and then the fuel one. So no, they can't be slung load, but they do play an important role, especially because when we operate out of our COPs and FOBs, these are the things that we generally have. It's not unless we have an established airfield where we get the camp designation for our manner of role play, etc. And then the FARP, which is we set up somewhere on the highway and have a area to rearm, good old-fashioned, especially if we're doing a motorized or mechanized movement and punching deep into enemy territory. Sorry, I'm facing the wrong way. Punching deep into enemy territory, you would want to... hey, we can hear you.
Now shut up and listen.
All right, so with the FARP being, if like let's say we're doing an armored thrust and we're pushing in deep, we'd want to have some of these things being operated by our guys in first platoon, so that if they need to rearm and resupply, they don't gotta fly all the way back to one of our ships out in the middle of goddamn nowhere. All right, follow me. Yes, please do. All right, you will now notice something that is these medical M113s can be picked up, which is excellent, especially if we need excellent more armored support. Obviously, the AAVs cannot. You will notice that the old LAV 25s that we used to operate can, for sure, be lifted. This includes the gun variant. So I'm right now, the way that things are going to work is no, Leander, please listen. CAT teams are going to still be existing with the new variant, being I call these LAV 26s. CAT team means, for Marine Corps vernacular, basically javelin teams in the back of these to hunt and blow up stuff depending on missions. So we'll always have these preloaded with jabs. What these will be used for is if we were doing an air assault, and if we were doing an air assault where we know we're not going to be using armored vehicles because our LAV 26s can no longer, we will be using the command ones, and they will be preloaded with mortars, and we will have immediate IDF support from and other weapon stuff, so that we can secure the HLZ with our armored guys, and they'll operate as our as our weapons guys at the same time. Okay, so that's what these will be here, and that's why they're loaded up. Please follow me this direction. We also have the beautiful M119A5, A2, can't remember. These puppies are, of course, can be all lifted. The reason why they're here is because I'm just going to demonstrate. If you come close, there's a towing mode, courtesy of RHS, which you scroll wheel. It is A2. Watch, the gun is going to swing, guys. I don't want you guys to get hurt. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. So you switch it to moving mode, and the gun will swing. And what you can actually do is that we can tow these guns. Again, the Cannoneer course will go over this, so you can tow them with the vehicles. So if you'll enjoy this little ideology with me, if we're doing an air mobility movement and we know that we cannot, but we're going to be doing a longer drive, we may bring in one of those nice little half tons or ton and a half in the backfield there. We know we can lift with the Green Arrow. We might bring some of these static guns, or one of the static guns, and we can have more IDF, even in a direct fire low plane mode or in a high plane mode, to support us depending on those things. So we have so much flexibility and firepower, not just on the A side of things, but as well as bringing gear and equipment in for sustainability throughout an operation. Any questions at all in terms of vehicles? Probably not. It's not too much. Cool. Let's roll on. Follow me. Just have you guys school circle around me if you can. So, obviously the UH-1Y, everybody knows this puppy we've been using forever. This is the first one that we're going to go out of. You will see here the arrows, and what they're denoting is, number one, how the dismount occurs on egress into an HLZ. You will notice that I have red ones, red equal poo-poo bad. You don't want to take a wild guess why you don't want to go towards the back of a UH-1Y. Anybody at all?
It's hard to go to the bathroom without a hit.
Exactly, yes. You do not want to get slapped by the tail rotor. Visibility is very poor for the pilot, and we don't want to cause problems. You'll notice I did not put a red arrow in direct front of the aircraft. Now, this is credence for two reasons. One, you can make the argument that, yeah, you want to stay, when you punch up, you don't want to be fucking right next to the front, or really be in front of the aircraft, especially if it's egressing ingress. So if it's egressing out, heading in this heading, which I guess would be northeast. But if you're tight on space, limited to, based on that, you don't want to have that restriction where it's a no-go, an absolute no-go, by heading to the rear of that aircraft. Because if he has to swing that tail for any reason, you will get smacked, you will die, and then you'll be pissed, sad, and crying, wondering why you're back at the crash unit. Okay?
And you deserved it.
And you did deserve it because you didn't pay attention. Just like with the motor vehicles, right? We as infantry, have our heads on a swivel. We can maneuver around the vehicles, right? We can, I know there's a two-way street, a little bit more on the GCE side of things, but the rules of the road 100% go to the helicopter at all times. Okay, there is no leniency on that. These guys have a very difficult job, and we thank them for what they do, and we do not want to hinder them by being a tool bag and standing in their way, especially on the HLZ. Which brings me to another point. Please, everybody, open your map. Go back to HLZ Venom. Nobody should be crowding the HLZ or running to where the smoke is or wherever the IR pointer is marked. I didn't put little arrows down to like show a little diorama of this because, number one, it should be common knowledge that we should be defending the HLZ until you are called upon to embark on the aircraft to egress out of the AO. Okay. So little tree lines, houses, wherever you're set up, and then you start making that movement into that to the HLZ to then get picked up. Do not crowd the HLZ. Okay. But when we're talking about disembarking, it's a little bit different. Rules of the road apply in terms of, rules of the road do not necessarily apply. You will get onto the UH-1Y as well as the CH-53, but with the UH-1Y, you might find yourself falling out, or when you get disembark, you might find yourself going off the left side or right side, which might be different to your team. It does not matter when you first hit the ground. For the love of God, do not stand up and try and find where your team is located. You want to, number one, exit the aircraft. Punch out as far as these arrows denote, so maybe 10, 15 meters, and you want to provide covering fire support, especially if the HLZ is contested, right? Sometimes you get shot off an HLZ, sometimes you don't. Hopefully you don't in the most cases if planning's been right. But if ambush opens up, the only thing that's going to save this fucking helicopter is you shooting back on the ground. Make sense, everybody?
Yes.
Excellent. Happiness abounds. Do I really need to have us all test and try this? I really hope we don't need to. I'd like to continue moving on into it. So this is a visualization. Take a second, look at it, see how it operates. I don't want to have us try it because we're going to be doing enough of it here. Once the aircraft's left, then yeah, reconnoiter with your fire teams or squad, and you go from there. That being said, everybody follow me. We go to the CH-53. Oh, pause. Whole pause. Totally forgot about this. So, the guns. When we disembark out of the Venom or UH-1Y, why are we going to get in the prone and get low? Anybody want to take a wild guess? Because this bad boy's got miniguns, and if it's fully crewed, and for some reason you're providing support and they start taking off, and then they're getting contested on the HLZ, you allow them to have a window of opening to fire with the guns. Okay, so the quicker that you get off of the helicopter, out of its line of sight, and get prone to where they can fly up and provide support, the better. The situation is very different, unfortunately, with the CH-53. Please follow me. Alrighty, school circle over here. Come in nice and close so I don't gotta yell. Philip, was there anything to add with the Venom that I missed or no? Perfect, moving on. You will notice this puppy can hold 24 Marines, which is a big plus for one-time chocks going in. Something that does kind of suck, not on this one because I picked this variety purposely just for demonstrational purposes. We do have the ones with the GAU 21s on the back. So starting from the rear of it, the gun, and if there's a crew chief on it, it's going to be a shit sandwich for him to try and engage targets, and best practice is probably he won't be trying to engage. When we get the order to dismount out of this puppy, there's also usually that visual cue that runs with it being the ramp is going down. Ramp might be leveled out when you're about 30 seconds out, and then when the ramp completely depresses, that can be the visual cue, as well as you'll hear it over the comms to GTFO out of the aircraft. Obviously, it's a half-moon pattern, right? And red arrows, any guesses why we don't want to go on those sides? Anyone?
The guns.
No guns. Close, though.
Probably can't see you.
Yes, they cannot see you. Exactly, Orange. If they cannot see you, those big fuel bladders, I guess bladder's not the right term, but whatever the fuel is in those puppies, they can, if they have to strafe left or right, they will run you over, and you will have a very bad day. Okay, and again, rules of the road apply. They have the rule. They have the right of way. So when you punch out, and especially you'll notice that these arrows that I put are further out from the ones on the UHOY. For two reasons. One, there's going to be more Marines disembarking from this aircraft. You want to spread out. Again, I cannot stress this enough. Do not worry about where your fire team is. You just push out, you find an open space, start putting down suppressive fire as needed. As the birds leave, you want to rally in the assembly area, which will be predetermined by your team leaders, or they'll just call it, hey, rally on me, etc., etc. This is why it is so dangerous doing it at night, and why we are going to be using, at least for phase 2, nighttime stuff, the chem lights, so that you can see who is who. Okay? Any questions so far on working out these vehicles? Wonderful. Follow me. You will notice that I did not include the V-22 in our air assault day. There's two reasons for this. One, this thing is difficult to maneuver and is more for deep penetration, going back to the question raised of paradropping. For when we do a paradrop, that is more for the purpose of these bad boys, okay? Because they're deep pen, and they're fast, and they can load guys, and they can operate off of our assault ships, all right? So that is why they exist, but they also are good for dumping off cargo, okay? Cargo, I'm going to demonstrate how we load and unload the cargo as needed. So first things first is use your ACE interaction key, and you can do a carry drag. In this case, I'm going to carry. I don't know if it turns into dead data, and I'm not going to try this by running somebody over, but just be mindful when you're carrying these.
No, now is the time to test it.
It does, it's just dead data.
It's dead data, perfect. So you come over towards it, you'll notice that your walking is slowed down. You then use that ACE interaction to release it when it's closer. I already put it close enough so I know that it'll already go in. Once it's there, you can click on interactions to the vehicle. You can click on cargo. You can see how many spaces are available. You can then go closer to the cargo itself, interact. It gives you open, drag, carry, rename, load. I'm going to be loading this into UH-1Y. Anybody want to practice loading this other piece of gear into this, sorry, not UH-1Y, into this V-22? Chorizo, please, by all means. Hopefully there's enough room. If I didn't, I apologize.
Make sure not to clip it.
Yeah, I'd actually, put it right here. Yeah, right there. Just release it, and then, yeah, you'll see.
Okay, I did where it had the green loading symbol, and then I stopped it so in case anybody else wanted to try it.
There you go. Anybody else want to give it a whirl? Cool. In this case, I am going to throw it in just to see, because I forget what happens if I load it in. It's going to spit out. How it's going to spit out, because that's what I can't remember. So this might be glitched. Everybody stand back a little bit. Just back up. No, I can't hear you now, Leander. Perfect. If you can hear us, just step aside for a hot second. So I go to cargo on the aircraft. It will tell me the two items in question. I'm going to hit unload on one of them. It's going to give me a timer countdown. And then I'm holding it. The big thumbs up. So for those who play Liberation and are used to it just spitting out of the back, you won't have to worry about that. I can actually choose where to place it. Does anyone want to unload that other piece of cargo just for, yes, by all means, Leander, go ahead, please. This is something that generally I go over in the primer course because guys who have primer, JFO primer course, this is something that you can assist with. It's also the duty of HQ to really be doing this and other guys just be fighting. But sometimes there's a logistical operation where we're trying to protect or defend a fob and or cop. Therefore, you want to drop it. So if Leander, you go up and use ACE interaction to go to cargo. So interaction with the aircraft, go to cargo, select the one, and then... Oh. Yes, no worries. No interaction, then cargo, then it has a little menu, and then select the cargo box, cargo net box. No worries, this is why we're here to try it. And click unload. And then you can place it far away so it doesn't blow up anything. There you go, c'est bon. Alrighty, so those are the things. That's how we operated. That's how we dropped. These puppies obviously don't sling load. CH-53 does. For meta gaming, for meta of the game, I put more space, cargo spaces on the big guys, and obviously the UH-1Ys for a reason. Because then it makes us utilize all the tools that we have in our inventory. Outside of that, Tulip, anything to add? Any questions from anyone at all before we start doing some of these runs? Alrighty, if we can, let's go back. No, we're not going to. Yes, let's go back to the camo tent. We'll figure out radio communications. Leander, I know you're just here for the ride right now, so I'll handle air stuff. And we'll head back there. We'll get the gear that we're going to need in terms of back at the camo net. And then we'll get your radio frequency sorted out. So let's all go there.
Come on, Shiny, pump those legs. Knees high.
Who the fuck is Monty faster than me?
I know, Monty smoked both
Just
of us.
hauling
What the
ass.
hell?
Look at him. Go ahead, guys. Just hold in around here. You don't have to grab a seat.
First one.
All right. So or you can grab a seat. Actually, it'll probably just make it easier
I'm
to
old
grab
and
a seat.
lazy. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Grab a seat then, and we'll just go over this real quick. So, 2-channel for BAP and myself will be 30. I'm got my long range on, so yeah, Tulip, you can ride on that 30 as well. I got my long range set to 70 for one more calling in the aircraft and how we'll need them to roll. BAP, if you want to take over, I'll take a seat and you can get your guys assigned how they need to be.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yes?
Yes, hi.
Newson, can you color your guys red, pretty please?
Yep.
Stick your boys on 31.1. Who's
Monty's the other guy.
Shiny? Oh, Monty, you're leading 1-1 Bravo today, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Whatever the
stick
other
your-
part team is.
Yeah, okay, Bravo. Stick your guys on blue, so I'll tell you who's... Okay, it looks like I don't need to tell you. Sorry. Orange, you're obviously red with Newson. Raven, I believe you're in Bravo. And that means I need one person from Bravo. Oh, Leander's going Alpha, is that right?
No, he's with me. Just
Wait,
telling
I'm
him to...
red.
Yes, you're
I'm
red.
coming.
You're in Alpha, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah, you're red.
telling Leander for me to go red.
John, can I get you... Hold on, actually. Tell a lie. What do you have? Your rifleman.
I'm gonna go to too far trying to talk with.
RNCR.
Well, I could hear you
Um,
for a second, Leander.
John, can I get you to swap over to Alpha, please?
What's blue frequency?
3.1, right?
31.2.
31.1.
For Alpha, it's
31.2,
31.1. For Bravo, it's 31.2. Fantastic. And make
Hello?
sure as well you're
Yeah, I
getting
can
your
hear you,
Just hang
Leander.
make sure you're getting your buddy team set up in amongst yourselves. So you should have your rifleman and fire team leader buddy together, and your AR and assistant buddy together. If you want to use specific terms to refer to those, shut the fuck.
Turn on tab
Wow.
community.
Yes, we can hear now,
Yes.
Leander.
No, I'm talking in my own voice. I hate it.
That doesn't work with alpha, we just 3 men.
Man, as soon as I fucking
that's
tap
okay.
back in, my mic stops popping up. Can you hear me now again?
Oh,
we can hear you guys.
Leander, that might
Okay, let me
be.
just continue talking.
Go ahead. Shiny, what do you think it is?
Yeah, that might be start TeamSpeak as admin. That might be the issue.
You always do,
I
though,
did do
Leander,
that.
no?
Oh,
I always do that because I'm used to it fucking up otherwise.
Because TeamSpeak's fucking dog shit.
Yes, it is. Okay, Leander, we'll let Bab
Well,
continue.
you're working
with
now.
his-
Unfortunately, we have to hear you. Okay, yeah, Newson, obviously you've got 3 guys. If you do get a 4th, somebody joins in, then by all means institute that. Monty, I'll leave it entirely up to you, but I would encourage you to name your buddy teams for the purposes of binding and all other types of movements. How you want to name them is entirely up to you. As I say, go ahead, if you've done your radios, buddy up now. I would say keep your kits relatively light for this portion because
We don't even need to change them.
Oh,
We're
okay,
just gonna
cool,
go
cool, cool,
directly
cool.
to.
Yep,
We're gonna
no,
stay
I-
right here and then go.
that's cool. Okay, then do your buddy teams and then we'll get going.
Cool.
Give
If
me
I
already check
can,
on
Use
31.1.
interact for that, and then interactions assign buddy on the particular individual.
for
Bravo,
if I
I'm in.
can, sorry. For your red team, whoever's your red team, whoever's your blue team, for 1-1, in here, please.
Who's AR?
grab-
Give them a second.
Can you already check me on 31.1?
No worries. Teresa,
Who's
if you
the
can
A? Are
find
you
something
Shiny?
for me.
sorry, yeah.
I'm supposed to be 31.2.
Assist
Oh, we
AR?
have 2 fucking ARs here.
Sorry, what was that? one?
Wait, what?
What?
Massive firepower.
Yeah, we're the
Johnny,
bad
can you
guys.
reslot as SDM?
Yeah, I can do it.
Thank you.
Who's
When he comes in, you buddy up with him.
That would be John. We
Okay.
are running a channel
Raven,
today.
if you pile over.
Channel switched. Channel switched. Channel switched. Channel switched.
As best as possible within the
I hope
3.
so.
Yeah, so if somebody comes along, Orange
Help.
will buddy up with the assistant.
Or, yeah, you'll see how that was.
Okay, and Bravo, you are buddied up. I take it.
Yeah, I'm working on it now. Shiny and Mav will buddy up. I'll buddy up with Raven.
It'll be the other way around, because Shiny should be your point man as the SCM. So it'll be Mav and Raven. He'll be the assistant.
Ah, okay, I thought Shiny was the assistant. Okay.
He was. Bap just changed it on the fly.
Sorry
No, he
about
had-
that.
there
Buddy
were
up
2
with Raven.
ARs.
No, I know, but I messaged them in the group in their side group asking him to be.
Ah,
mine.
right, okay.
That's why I said you changed it. So
Fair enough.
yeah, my bad.
Cool. Then yeah, we're ready to go ahead as long as that's all good with whatever you
Cool. If you want, get your whatever teams are correlated with. Have them grab one of their correlated.
Come, buddy up.
glow sticks
Oh, I already did
For just
my buddy.
for everybody in their team.
Okay,
So their
cheers.
Alpha,
FTLs.
go ahead and grab a red glow stick each.
That includes FTL.
Just everybody in Alpha.
You should FTLs should already have. If they don't have them, they can grab a strobe in their kit.
I do have a stroke.
Excellent.
Bravo,
call
go
signs,
ahead
call
and
signs.
Grab a
I'm good,
blue.
I might.
Bravo, go ahead and grab a blue glow
Let's
stick
get
each
blue.
from this kit, from this box.
Chorizo and Leander, come with me over here.
Are we using 31?
Am I grabbing
For-
any color for me?
Common?
Grab yellow.
Copy that.
For us
sorry,
guys,
say that
inside
again.
your backpack,
Is
I give you
31
guys
for
orange glow
conventional?
sticks.
Yes.
So when we start doing the night stuff, we'll crack those and attach
Ready
them.
to
No
check on
need to
31.
attach them now. They'll just be in your backpack.
Leave it,
okay?
Charlie, my friend.
Good to go.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, once you guys are good to
Press
go, line up just to the right
outside
of Mr.
that,
Tulip,
I think
please.
We're good to go. We're going to start rolling.
What's the secondary frequency?
When did you say you check these? As soon as we get
For
it tonight,
contact
or-
with me and the other party?
Tonight.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're on 31.
Okay.
31.
Yeah, so you should have 31 and 31.2 for yourself.
Okay.
Good to go?
Yes, sir. Certainly looks
Okay.
that way.
Radio check on 30, over.
Same Charlie.
Wonderful. All right. That being said, stand by to stand by.
Yeah,
Away
boy.
we go. You're
Are
gonna
the
go.
guys staying condition 4, yeah?
Yeah, I'll tell them when to lock and load.
Cool. Keep your mags out for now, lads.
So we don't all blow ourselves away. A mess of us all just landing on top of each other.
Watch your legs.
Okay, Shiny, Shiny. Tulip, you can get in the super style. Let me know when we're good to go in, and then we'll start loading up.
Hey, Mark Raven, you're Bravo 2. Shiny myself, Bravo 1.
Alpha form column behind me. Up tight.
Better check
Bravo form
31.2.
column behind Alpha.
Touching butts.
Touching
You
nuts.
check.
Nuts to butts.
Copy that. Raven, you are Bravo 2.
I got the juicy acid from you.
Okay, what was this?
All right, Bap, you're good to start loading your guys up.
Okay, start loading. Go ahead, one by one.
Give me Charlie on 7, but advise on loading now.
Caution, gear down.
Hop off the gun, please.
Yep.
Thank you. One last man in.
Yep, look at the boys. Great minds.
Jesus, man. Joseph.
Can you hear me on crew, Tulip?
I can indeed.
Cool, last man loaded. If you can, fly us over to the caisson and then land us on the deck.
Roger that. You on the gun?
Yes, sir.
Are you... Oh, hold on. Whenever we get in the air, see if you have an option to fire it.
I should. We tested it earlier.
Well,
User left your channel.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, man, there goes the ending.
What a dumb bitch.
Let me know when it's safe and I'll get the water. I'll do the test. Roger. Welcome back, man.
One, two, 1-6.
Go ahead.
What's this vehicle like? Because I remember years ago this being a problem of loads of guys getting out and it blowing up.
No problem.
Copy. So once we're ready to hit the ground at this line, I don't need to send out team by team, no?
No, God, no. Sorry, what you saying?
Copy that.
So if we blow up, it's Cargie's fault.
Yeah,
That makes me feel
I
very
got
safe.
his words on record.
Gear test file.
Alright, 1116 advised trying to test fire.
He's test firing, don't worry, it's okay.
No worries. How long you know? Now
Look at that pose. He's teasing us.
I agree.
you guys hear me on this channel?
Affirmative.
Right, when you're getting eye, be careful, because you might fall through the ship. So just go straight to the Citadel and stand behind the red and white line. Don't run up and down the ship.
This is a very hazardous process, as you can see.
On the deck.
Alright, everybody, have you guys hop up?
Dismount.
Caution, gear down.
Behind the red and white line as instructed by the pilot.
Alright, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
There's a red and white line in that side as well.
Alright, so the long of it is that this is, the reason we're starting here is so that everybody gets accustomed to operating off of these puppies. The first thing is that, everyone can still hear me, right?
Yep.
Okay. When you might find yourself dead, wondering what happened, has it been a bad day, and you respawn on an LHD and you find yourself coming upstairs, you want to make sure that you're usually always behind the red and white line, always, no matter what. You can be closer to the number 9, in this case, because of where we got out, it just works here. And you will wait until you see the aircraft touch down, the ramp going down, or indication of you to be able to load in, okay? You don't want to just run up and approach an aircraft, especially if they're shuffling things around. Visual cue for the CH-53 is when the ramp goes down, then you're good to load, generally speaking or otherwise instructed. For this segment, we're going to do 3 rounds, 3 to 4 rounds, 2 daytime, 2 nighttime. We're going to be going for landing at HLC Stallion, okay? First one's going to be daytime. We're practicing exactly that. When you dismount, you punch out, make that half moon. Aircraft will go, do a quick loiter, then I'll call them in, okay? Any questions?
Yeah. Do we have the Chinese script running?
Yes, we do. We, in fact, do have it, so yes, we'll put it to use. Tulip, if you want to mount up, you can, and then let me know, and I'll put the guys in or drop the ramp, and we'll load up. Go ahead, start loading you guys up.
Go ahead, Mike. Alpha first, Bravo second.
Right, right.
One's good to go.
Fast fam, we're good.
And I really hate the way Arma does eyeballs, where it's just like 2 cylinders looking at your soul.
It's only a rainbow, Gio. Oh wait, there's 2 of them. Holy shit. My Raven, look over to me. Yeah. Holy shit,
it chills
that's
me
scary
to
as
my
fuck.
core.
Holy shit. It's just those guys have seen some shit.
Have you guys noticed that our pilot is breaking his kitchen down while flying?
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah. Smashing plates, dude. If you hear close enough, you can hear it.
That's what I'm calling a pro.
Take flex.
Chorizo? Chorizo?
Yes.
Take a screenshot of Carly's ass when he's squatting down. Look at this.
Drop it like it's hot, Cargy.
You are
Back
lucky
it up,
that
Francine.
that gun doesn't turn all the way around.
Lucky us.
Standing by, 1 click.
Dismount, dismount, dismount. Copy that. Can I push from the top of the hill just to the south? Warren team? Copy. Can I get a 360 defense with Alpha covering the southeast, southwest, and south, and Bravo covering the opposite to the
Just
north?
loiter if you can, break.
You can form that around me. And keep it relatively spaced out, because the helicopter's going to have to land in this at some point. Space it out about double the size of this. Beautiful.
You're good to pick up break. Acknowledge you'll have 10 times patch for pickup rope. We'll pop smoke on your call up. Roger, popping green smoke now.
yourself out in the middle. Make it there's enough space for that heli.
Bravo, get to the rear of the vehicle. Get ready to load in. Bravo, to the vehicle. Get ready for loading in. Bravo's in.
One's good.
Pushing the cargo, just talk to everybody. Not bad on the first go around. It's a fine, delicate balance between, especially when it's with a larger bird, and when we've got so many bodies. It's a delicate balance between safely getting everybody on and time spent on the deck. So we're going to again do this one more time.
The other aspect
J-Con.
as well is this isn't going to be landing in a hot zone, is it?
No, that is a
So
whole.
there is an element of time that we have. Obviously, we don't go at a snail's pace, but
No, and I don't think it'll be too bad having everybody at least security, but we'll tighten it up.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Yep.
Just do the touch and go.
Roger.
And same HLZ.
On the Reaper 2-2, currently
Roger.
60 Bravo at 190.
God, I just reminded myself.
What did you do?
What's my vector, Victor? It's my clearance, Clarence.
463, 14,000 correct north. Confirm. Asbrag, and guard check complete. Data tactical squad 0244 in sequence.
One, two, three, four, five. Here we go.
35, go for about 35, about 37 in formation T-shift. Instantaneous 5, request hard left. A better diagnosis on that all. When you actually do all the mapping out of the specific fuel quantities, do they match the fertilizer? Hey, son, they match the point of the fertilizer. Was that draft never really you know? If you want to fill it up by around internal one.
2 clicks.
Sequence stand by.
Caution, gear down.
Bravo, cover north. Bravo, do you copy?
Copy.
Cool, just let me know you've heard when I communicate. Watch your spacing.
That's good Bravo about there in terms of space. Alpha, tighten your guys in just a little bit to the north. Yeah, you're good, you're good. Sorry, I just was leaving it up to you, but that's fine. Copy.
Bravo, move to the chopper.
Roger.
After Alpha, we load in. Get in, get in, get in, get in.
Caution, gear down.
How are we feeling on that?
Yeah.
Cool. We're going to go back to the carrier, or sorry, the LHD. We're going to land, and we're going to make sure everybody gets their nods on. We're going to get our glow sticks on, and I'm going to switch it to night, okay?
Are we doing the Venom as well before night?
Nope. I'm going to do, because it's just, we're going to go back, we'll get new glow sticks and stuff, and then we'll do the Venom.
But there will be a chance to do the Venom in the day, is that right?
Yes, it's going to start with day and
Okay.
then do night.
No, that's okay. Just making sure.
No worries.
I'll be right back, guys.
Say that again? Pat, you look tired, bro.
I'm fucking tired.
I mean, it's translating into the game.
Yeah. Must be that bad.
better diagnosis on that at all? When you actually do all the mapping out of the specific fuel quantities, do they match the totalizer? Hey, son, they match the pointer and the totalizer. Is that number moving at all in the left internal, or is it staying the same? Read out. See if there's what it's pulling up on the left.
Right, remember guys, behind the red and white line as soon as possible.
Copy that.
Go.
Good to dismount. Go ahead.
Caution, gear down.
John's gonna stop that.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
Just DM him so he can.
Take it easy.
Thanks, Johnny. Good luck.
See you, John.
All right, everybody. Make sure you guys have your nods. They are all in your inventory. Put them up on your head, please. Thank you. How's your temperature, baby? Excellent.
User
Alrighty,
disconnected
stand by.
from
I'm
your
gonna finish
channel.
the nighttime. Make sure you get your nods on.
Hold on.
No worries.
So you have not got an AR. And you only have one AR. Okay, for the purposes of whenever we go to actually...
Because he said he was going to be late.
Okay, is he going to take an AR slot? Do we know?
Just a lot more. We don't need AR. It's notionally.
Yeah, but eventually when we shoot this, we'll just run.
I have one. If you are looking for
Ah,
AR,
okay.
orange is AR for all.
Oh shit! Sorry. So you just need a rifleman then, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's fine.
Stand by. I'm going to.
Or an assistant rifleman.
Or an assistant rifleman, yes. That
Yes.
would be perfect.
Everyone make sure you got your nods on, take them out of your kit, and stick them on your head. If it'll fucking let you.
Alrighty, yeah. Make sure you got your nods on top of your head. Should all be good. And we'll, once I actually see him drop down, we'll get him after this next iteration. So stand by.
User joined your channel.
I have a spare red light tap or
Fantastic.
Give me 2 seconds while I change the environment. And I'll be right back.
10 hours later.
Darkness, my old friend.
Oh, that's so cool. It's so cinematic.
All right. You need to have your strobes on. Leave them. Yeah, just leave them off for now. Sorry, guys. If you can, disconnect them. We'll get new ones later. But right now, just hold off. Don't attach glow sticks or anything. I'm just gonna TP, grab sub, and come back.
Cat and Philip, stop breaking your kitchen, dude.
What? Not even in the kitchen.
That's what makes it so impressive.
Yes, long reach. It deserves it.
Although food is never far. It's always with an arm's length. You know, in the military, you're supposed to keep your rifle at like an arm's length. Yeah, I always have food at an arm's length.
One will save you, one will kill you.
Deep.
As I bite into this pizza.
It's gonna save you.
Did I just hear elevator music?
Yep, that was Teresa.
Nice.
I was seeing at a Reddit video somebody sent me.
Yeah, sure. You're not just listening to that elevator music playlist you've got.
No comment.
Good. Where actually is Kargi? Did he say? I can't even remember.
I think he's in.
Ah, okay. There you go.
He sees and hears all.
Seems so.
This is all seeing eye.
Eyes are sublime. I think.
Alrighty, Sublime is here. If you want to get him sorted out, Bap, and then I will. We'll go from there.
Sublime, can you please change your color to red and set your radio frequency to 31.1? You will be with Alpha today. Newton will be your lovely leader.
Check.
Newsom, you said you got actually your glow stick for him?
Yeah, I have one.
Go ahead, put it in his
using my
backpack.
stroke. Yeah.
No worries. What we're gonna do is, what was I gonna say? I would like,
I'm back.
welcome back. I would like everyone to use their self-interaction equipment, attach item, and put your chem light on, please.
Kargi.
Yes.
I removed my chem light when you said we weren't
Oh,
going
I
to use
hate
them.
when that happens. That's okay.
Like
I'll
maybe
give
put
you.
some in the.
I'm gonna give you one. I got you, my man.
Okay, thanks.
No worries, dog. All right, and there you are.
You all right, Newsom? Guess not.
Newsom, you all right, bud?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't see. Do you have a chem light on?
No, I give it to.
I'll give him another.
Oh, I
chem
thought
light.
you had a spare.
Give me a sec. I'll give him a chem
Oh,
light.
you should be using. Sorry, I.
Yeah, we're self. If you go to self interact and then.
We'll do
go
the.
to-
We're gonna do the IR strobes later. Right now, we'll just do chem lights.
Because
we do.
I asked and I apparently didn't catch it. My bad.
Sublime, if you use self interact, you can stick on that glow stick. You go to self interact equipment.
Okay.
And
Give
attach
me
item.
2 seconds to give you a chem light.
Red chem light.
Do some. Damn it! Where is my?
Fantastic.
Cool. Is that just for IDing the squads?
Exactly.
Yes, just for right now. God damn it! Where is others? Go.
Oh, we're going to Ibiza.
Fargo, 1 second.
User
Buddy.
joined your channel.
Hello?
Hello.
Sometimes it does this weird thing where it kicks me. All right, Newsom, come over here if you can. Follow me. And this vehicle right here, if you go inside of it, there should be, if you hop in, you might have to hop into it. There should be a red chem in there for you. No worries. Do we have everything good? We got all the chems for everyone?
Yeah, I was going.
Alrighty.
Am I going up?
Monty, you got your chem light on?
Yes, you're glowing,
Awesome.
gorgeous.
Cool. Sorry, it's a little glitched. I can't see shit. All right, now we've got everybody's got their chems on. We are going to load up into the aircraft. So this is how we would assemble ourselves, right? When we deploy onto the ground for this time, we're going to leave our chem lights on. The second time that we go around, we're going to actually take them off. But typically, if we're doing a nighttime air assault, air mobile, we'll have our chems on, just so we know who's who, where we're going to get assembled to, and then rock and roll. So when ready, Tulip, are we good to start loading in? Real cool. Go ahead, Bap, get your guys loaded in away.
Alpha, please jump into the helicopter.
Hell yeah.
Bravo, please jump into the helicopter.
User left your channel.
1-1's all in.
Bravo, last one. Nav disconnected.
Yeah, my map had to go. He's got some dinner or some shit. Oh, the cam lights don't work inside.
Don't expect too much.
Okay, so once we land and the bird's away, we'll do the same idea with Alpha facing to the north, or yeah, facing to the north and covering that segment, and Bravo covering the segment to the south. Again, that's once the bird leaves. Your initial focus when the bird lands is just the general safety. Once there's a bit of cam, then start moving into those. I'll leave it up to you, FTLs.
Copy that.
Say that again? No, we're sitting in complete darkness.
How about now?
No. We're sitting in complete darkness. Oh, I can see what is meant to maybe be a light, but it's dog shit. Yeah, actually, when I look at my NVGs, it looks like they are meant to be lights, but it's basically like a tiny bit of white you can see. Maybe it's my game. Does anyone else see light inside this?
No, I don't.
No,
I don't
see no light. Cool. It's not just me then.
1 click.
We're going up on our landing, boys.
Caution, gear down.
Bravo, we're covering south, yeah?
Raj.
Bravo, let's get a bit closer together. Good. I'm covering southeast.
Oh, copy. You'll need to just be around the building in a semicircle, just this one that I'm in right now. I am to your northeast.
Copy.
So if you set your guys
Bravo, let's get in a semicircle around this building here to the northeast.
Roger.
Keep your eyes peeled for now, but just be aware I will be getting you getting you to move short. 2 clicks.
Acknowledge confirmation.
Raven, go to my right. Raven, move to my right, between myself and the bunker, the net.
Once the ramps open, both our teams moved. Jump in.
As soon as the ramp's down, just move and load in. Bravo. Bravo,
Moving.
I don't think we could actually see the ramp go down this time. Or at least I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
notice
we
it.
didn't. At least I didn't see it go down.
Okay, copy. Just I told my guys to jump in as soon as they saw the visual.
Roger.
1116.
He's AFK at the moment.
Yeah, I know. Let's, never mind. I'm just gonna fucking... 1-1 Venom.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay, well I'm on 70 just in case you need me throughout this anyway when we're on the ground.
Roger. I think you're like sitting right behind me.
Say that again, I couldn't hear you.
That's alright.
Hey guys, behind the red and white line once I tell you so. Oh fuck, we're not landing, are we? We're refueling?
Touch and go.
Alright, everybody stay seated.
lads. So once we land, I want to see him again. Alpha covering that northern 180 degrees, and Bravo covering the southern 180 degrees. That's us one click out now, so just be prepared.
Copy that.
Make sure you form that formation around me, but of course that's once the heli is gone and everything is safe enough to do so.
Copy that.
Caution, gear down.
Bravo, we're going to cover southeast again. I'll be the closest to the building, okay?
Approach.
Copy.
Move. Form up to the right of me.
So if you form yourselves in a 180, basically around this shack.
You want Bravo to the right side of it, or do you want us to split up around it?
Yeah, just so you're covering the south, so you'll be covering west, southwest, and southeast for your particular segment. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if you want to send a guy over to the southeastern corner of the building, stick a guy on the south, and then yourself maybe on the southwest, it's up to you.
Yeah, I've already done it. I'm right on the next to the building. The rest of the
Copy.
right.
Lima Charlie. Say it again. Yes, but Cargie's in Zeus and he's AFK. We're good for you to go, Venom, whenever you're ready. Or, not sure if that's your call sign when you're in the CH-53, but sure, you can let me know. Copy.
Bravo, can you make sure that when something comes over the comms, each of us responds so we all know everybody's heard, we're on the same page?
Again, so you want us to tell you if we see something?
An order to move or something like that. You guys will respond so I know everybody's heard it.
Rog.
Alright.
I'm gonna have to use purple smoke if that's okay. IR strobe's not playing ball.
Catch that bat.
Go ahead.
On 30.
Go ahead, go ahead. Copy that. Laces up. helicopter's on its way back to us now, lads, so just keep that in mind. Obviously, keep your positions.
Roger.
Understood.
Office in.
Bravo's in.
That was a sick landing, Tulip.
All men in, go ahead.
Last man in.
Don't tell me I don't have my eye visibility.
Alright, any questions of working out of the 53?
I think everything's gone pretty smoothly.
Yeah, I think quite well. She's a big bitch and she takes a little bit of care. We're going to go back, switch to daylight. We'll re-grab. Everybody will have to... Glow sticks disappear once you've used them, so we'll re-grab fresh ones for your fire teams, just so then we can simply go directly into nighttime with the UH-1Y. And then we'll do some shooting. Go ahead, dismount.
Caution, gear down.
One column on me, over to the north. Alpha first, Bravo second.
No, that's one column. And that.
It doesn't have a lot of flares.
No, it's really dumb the way that that thing
Like
works.
40.
Make it tight.
Like why?
Okay.
I don't know.
Most got jammer. So.
Yes. Oh, I
You know, you could see all the chaff in the air.
Right, once you guys
when
are in
you deploy,
position
it looks
in the
really
column,
cool.
some still need to move in. You can take off
I
your
took some pretty
glow
good
sticks.
screenshots for you to look.
Nice.
Yes, can take optical 6.
Nice tap on the shoulder.
There you go.
Oh, what, sorry?
I was.
Oh, you're telling there. Okay, okay, okay,
Yep.
okay. No worries.
Just in case you take the interior.
Can I have some?
Dun, 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 dun.
you have the good ones, and I already cranked.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
I took mine off before it happened, and it came back on.
How's everybody's irises?
Do you think so? No, this
Yeah.
still rides it. Fine, you know what? I will. I'll get.
Yeah, well, okay, that's a blind operation then.
They are. But
Well, we'll experiment. Well, let's put it on the
Yeah.
list experiment. All right. If you want, stand by, guys. I'll bring it to you. Everybody can grab their corresponding color just so they get an extra. Team leaders, you can definitely grab now your strobes if you've used them. And let's make sure we have everything, and then we're going to go UH1Ys.
Well, it's supposed to
Kargi.
disappear because I used mine and I still have it.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, it's supposed to, I thought, but if you still have it, you have it.
Yeah, I realized actually I don't have any IR grenades in my kit.
That's okay. I forgot to actually put them in this box, and don't worry about them for right now.
Cool. Because that's why I was like, yeah, I'll mark it with IR, and then it's like, yeah, there's some complications with IR, being that,
I can't
you
throw
know,
this on the ground. It's not.
there's nothing here to throw other than
Right.
this thing I can attach to
Come on,
myself.
Sublime.
I can just imagine.
Put it on your head and run around.
You're like, now where did I put that grenade?
Raven, is your safety on?
Patting down my pockets.
I swore I could have had it here.
Is your safety on your weapon?
All right, dumb question.
I can't remember how to.
Yes.
It's been a
You're
hot minute.
pointing it.
Dumb
Put it on your
question.
back then
What?
for now.
Did you guys grab the red
What's the
cameras?
dumb question?
I can't think of. Okay, we'll do two
Yep.
chalks, I think, because we have how many people? 10, so we'll need to do two
Orange.
chalks. 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do two chalks. I'll go with the first chalk. In. All right, so everybody, school circle here, and I'll just talk really loud. Oops, I'll talk loudly. All right, so we're going to do the UH1Y. We're going to do 1 day, 1 night, just to expedite it, and then we're going to go in do an assault, air assault with some shooting. We're going to be doing 2 chalks for the insert. We're going to be going to HLZ Venom, which everybody should be able to see. I'll go with the first chalk with Chorizo. So you can assign who do you want to be. So for those who don't know, chalk is another term, another grouping of peoples, because aircraft cannot fit necessarily the entirety of a platoon or squad, especially with the Venom, in at one go. So what we do is we assign chalks. So we're going to be chalk 1, chalk 2. BAP, who do you want for chalk 1?
How many are going to be then in the first? Are we splitting them equally, or?
No, just I'll take a fire team. You take a fire team.
Yeah, okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'll take Alpha. You take Bravo.
Cool, Bravo. You're going to be the first guys in. We're going to load up when Tulip says to do so, and then we're going to get flown in. The key to and sorry, we're not going to be going into the CH-53. We're going to be going into the Venom UH-1Y. Something to note. Again, per the diagram. Let's all go over there real quick, take a quick look. For the love of God, do not go towards the rear. Whatever side you get spit out on, just embrace it. We'll secure the HLZ. The scary part about having 2 chalks flying in is that 1 chalk will be alone on the HLZ, which will come into play when we do some shooty live fire fun times. But yeah, if that's all good to go, Tulip, Alpha team will rush. You can Bravo team and HQ will go first. BAP, you and Alpha just wait by the container. Alrighty.
Copy. Give me instruction of where these guys are meant to go after they get off, just for
We're
fluidity.
not going from the Everett anymore.
No, because I forgot to put a UH-1Y there. So we'll go back to the Everett, but the drop will be directed here to there, and then when you pick us up, we'll go back to the Everett.
Okay.
Sorry, BAP, relay. What was that again?
Just whenever you're on the ground and we're incoming, give me some kind of idea of where my guys have to go after they dismount.
Roger, acknowledged. All right, Bravo team, follow me. And Chorizo.
No, just the route, just the blue man.
Chorizo, if you can, hop on a gun, I'll hop on a gun.
10-4.
On in. Water's fine.
Here, check 70.
Leave it, Charlie on 70. Go ahead, guys, you can hop in.
I think that's everybody.
Yep. Chorizo, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, we're on. Cargo. Monty, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Roger. 1611, send traffic over. That is correct. Not live fire, but it will become live fire after we do the day-night over. Sorry, Monty, you just wanted clarification on something. Alrighty, so again, we're going to HLZ Venom. Once we hit the deck, don't worry about, we'll rally on this building. I'll mark it in map. The rally marker.
Let me know when you want to start heading in.
Yeah, go ahead and start hitting in.
Okay. Two clicks.
Roger. 2 clicks, standby.
Okay.
One click.
1 click.
We can turn, get ready.
40 seconds, standby. See more like 20. Go, 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 go.
Head into the building on the way.
Which area are we covering?
Yeah, you stay inside. Raven, stay on the outside, on the left side. Where you are. Just keep spacing. I'm watching northeast. Where's Raven?
Oh, over there.
Raven, move to the east a little bit more away from the building. Give some space between you and Shiny. Grab that tree over there.
Make sure to get some good screenshots.
Say again?
Make sure to get some good screenshots.
No doubt. Bravo, as soon as the Venom lands, we're going to mount up. We're going to head back to the Everett, and when we get out, we go into the hangar bay and wait there.
Right.
Roger. Bravo's in. Bravo's in.
Bravo's all in.
Fast man, let's roll. Alrighty, back to the Everett, and then we'll get off there.
It had to be you, Shiny. Let me sit on your lap.
Oh yes, please. Hashtag no homo. Wonder over the head. Teresa, don't rub it too hard, please.
Hi, little pea bunny. You little sweet ducks. Yes, you are so sweet.
Aren't they doing the same thing over there?
Sorry?
Are you guys doing the same thing over there?
Well, that's bestiality if it's with a dog. I'm just petting her, but
Oh yeah, right.
I don't know what you guys are into.
Yeah, I can see what you guys are doing there.
Uh-huh.
I'm just having a good time with a brother here.
Yeah, that's what they call it. Alright, dismount.
Cover this case then. Probably inside the hangar.
Come on in, Teresa, the one more. Alright, if you can, Monty, get your... Oh, actually, never mind. I didn't turn tonight, so it's going to make no effect. We'll wait for the other guys to get back, and then we'll put on our shit. God damn it, I hate when it does this.
Oh, you mean the animation is gone?
No, it's because I made it as like no dynamic thing.
Oh yeah, I see.
I forgot to put it. I should put it that dynamic, so it won't delete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No worries. So now it's like dead data, but it's like.
Oh, is it? No, I can move through.
Oh, okay. Never mind. It's not dead data, but you can't get in.
So nobody touched this.
Yeah, like, well, you can't fit. Like if you come up to it and you scroll wheel it, it'll show the scroll wheel, but you won't be able to do it. It's in the states. There's
okay.
like always enabled, dynamic enabled, and then never enabled.
Yeah.
Or not enabled. So I have it as not enabled. I should have put it that dynamic because then it would still look nice and only take server stuff when we need it.
Yeah.
Anyways. God damn it! One more component. There it is.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hold on. So just as a general point for everybody, we just had issue there with people not being able to get in if there's people on that particular bench. And I just clarified there with Tulip. He's happy enough for guys to jump into the gun if they're moving directly to another seat, just in the end. You know, with the speed in mind, you know, instead of having to run around the other side.
Cool. Sounds good. I like it. For practicality, this is why we train it, and we'll do that for the nighttime stuff.
Cool.
And we'll make that a standard SOP.
Yeah. Obviously, don't shoot the fucking gun, but you know.
Yeah.
Can I suggest the people with the course to be able to man the guns? the seat,
Yes.
and everyone else just take
Yeah,
leftover
for sure.
seats.
But if you, as long as it's not impeding others to like get in, then yeah, absolutely. Give me 2 seconds.
Part of that would be then the entire area would still be blocked up if you've got enough guys, so they wouldn't be able to jump in there at all.
Right, fair enough.
So the
You know,
last,
so
make it the last guy then be the one who's either team leader or JFO.
in my opinion, it should be sort out the guns maybe last whilst you're in the air or something like that. But I don't know. We can have this conversation at a later stage.
It works. Everybody, make sure you attach your chem lights. I'm attached up. Good to go. Alrighty. First chalk. We'll do it in reverse this time. So Bat, you can take your guys in first. And then yeah.
Cargie, I'm just gonna go on fucking 70 for my additional because
yes, for sure.
being a pain
Want to
to
talk to him,
jump
yeah.
between.
Yep.
112 Venom. You good for my guys to mind up? Copy. Here they come.
Man, it looks so nice with the nods off.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't been wearing my nods very much.
Yeah. One 611 set traffic over. Monty, when we hit the ground, send your guys to OP1. Once the bird's clear, okay? Thank you.
So I need a medical. I have run out of bandages.
Are you injured?
Yes.
Hop out real quick and let me heal you.
No, that's alright, just bandage me on.
Okay, Teresa, can you engine pilot?
Yeah, I got it.
Gotcha.
There was a bit of a rough landing.
What'd you do to yourself, Tulip?
I slammed it into the ground.
That boy likes it rough, huh?
Oh, wow.
I was wearing my really poor MPGs and didn't see it coming towards me.
Oh, there we go. Look at budget cuts, okay? Let's,
One click.
One click, stand by. Now, you guys can hear him actually in this bird, but it's good practice.
700 for 15,000 is the right turn down. Five, go fair boss. 35 about 37 in formation to ship.
Be advised,
Instantaneous.
Roger.
5.
And new battle plan, Monty, hit the ground, go to OP4.
To the south.
OP4,
To
copy.
the south.
Bravo, on me, heading 159 OP4. Bravo, did you copy?
Copy. Shiny set.
Raven, don't push too far. Bravo, we're moving back to OP1 right now.
Roger.
There's it.
Same as before. Shiny in the middle, Raven on the right. I'll take the left.
Roger.
Mount up, mount.
All in, good to go. Go ahead and check out HLT Fire at Riverface Break 070067 and Objective House at 067-065. Over. Go ahead with your guys. Should be answering that break. HLC Fire, making our way over to those houses open fire. All right, guys. Can open your map. Well, actually, we're gonna hit the ground here, but we're about to go live.
Do you want the Venom or the Stag?
We're gonna do Venom. We're gonna do Josh. We're gonna hop out for a second, disconnect our chem lights, so you know we're not Christmas lights. Goddamn enemy. And then we'll get after it.
Go.
Dismount.
Hello there.
Ready to stand. We're gonna disconnect our chem lights and stuff. Attach them. Got everybody here.
Bravo
Right,
6
attach
going
chem
dark.
lights. Open up your map. We're gonna be inserting at HLZ Fire. Move to OP Wolfhound. That'll be first Chalk doing that. We'll let Baps Chalk be the first guys in on this because they've been sitting waiting. Once second Chalk gets in, we'll all be at OP Wolfhound. We'll start making our way towards objective houses, okay?
We'll pretty much be moving in line at that point, so whatever the other chalk is, it'll just move like so.
Yep. Yeah, that works. Just right across. We'll from OP we'll head to this green area. From green area, we'll try and start knocking out these houses. And
From my perspective, I'll be having probably one fire team here before the cross, and another fire team reaching this side before this side is reached.
Sounds good.
Cool.
But yeah, we'll. Do we want to go nighttime on this, or do we want to go daytime?
Nah, keep it day.
Cool. I'm gonna switch to day. Stand by.
Make sure you guys have your nods off.
Yeah, it's about to get bright.
Bad
And
question.
the kits. Yeah, sorry, go ahead, Jim.
Are we moving up to houses 3 and 2 from the north or from just directly and on the street?
I believe there is an entrance right there, so directly from the street, because you'll have to.
Yeah.
Pretty much the only entrance is
Yeah, okay, I see.
here where my dot is.
Okay, let's lock and load.
We're just
get your
using
stuff.
these kits. They'll be sufficient, die.
Yeah, more than sufficient to get the
thought
shooty
so.
shooty.
Dead on.
If anything goes south, we'll keep ourselves. If anything's south, we'll try and open for reinforcement, or sorry, reinserts to go, but hopefully nobody's going to get killed. All right, when you're ready.
For command, can we just stay on 70 if I'm going to be talking to Tulip anyway?
Yeah, that works.
Cool.
I'm going to switch my short range to see.
Radio check on 70?
Let me try on 70. Alrighty.
Yeah, we're going to be in your ear, because this is our new command net. Good to go? Yeah, we know.
Go ahead. Get your first chalk in. Second chalk. Stay with me.
No comment. I'll... It is indeed. If you hold on,
Make sure we lock and load. Got our weapons good to go when we hit the ground in case shit's bad when we get there.
Raven, come over here a minute. When we get into the houses, let's make sure that all of us are aware of our space. It's going to be really critical in that close combat situation. So just make sure we have enough distance between us here.
Yep.
Alright. Nice.
Just to make sure who I'm going to be point right.
If
Yep.
Alright.
See if we can find the prize that I got hidden in there. Alright, let's see how these boys are going to do.
You'll be behind Shiny, okay, right?
Alright.
Hey, Kagi.
Yeah, buddy.
What's the ROE when we get there? Weapons free?
Oh, weapons free, yeah. 1-6 to all 1-6 to all stations of the snap. Be aware, ROE is weapons free, all contacts over.
Nice. You guys heard that, yeah?
Yeah, shoot the baddies.
Shoot the baddies. Good question, by the way. I forgot to brief that. Yeah, Teresa, we're on just 70 now. You can scrub 30.
Okay, so 70 on the short range?
Yep, 70 on short range. We're just going to use that.
Good to go.
Cool.
Way ahead of you, mate.
Alright.
So we dismount, we provide the security, and then we move on order.
Roger, Dawson. No contacts on the HLZ at this time.
Copy that. Lock and load, guys. Safety's off.
All in? Let's roll.
Yep.
Keep your eyes peeled, by the way, when we're flying in. See if there's any movement in the objective.
IP, what are you doing, baby? You want nobody. What do you want, nobody? Hey, sweet toes. Hello.
One click, making the turn.
Roger, stand by, 1 click.
Whoever's on my right, gonna be sending muzzle flashes, light it up. Go, go, go.
Go, go, go.
Guys, let's push up to OP Wolfhound. We're gonna put a line on the right hand side. Copy that.
Okay, you space yourselves out just a little bit more. I'm gonna have you guys moving shortly. So you push out to my north slightly. Bravo. Monty, if you form line on our right hand side.
Which is space. Alpha is moving up on our left. You guys see anything from there?
Negative one.
Bravo, let's keep moving. Tree to tree. See anything, open up.
Understood.
Contact.
Southwest.
Southwest.
But no eyes. They're shooting on Alpha.
Keep pushing up.
It was about 180.
Okay. Hold, guys.
Alright, there's contact. Bearing 200. It's out like in that field.
Got noise. Oh, nice.
Bearing.
190. He's dead. Another one. Bearing 189. Can't see movement anymore.
Monty, they're over on your south, brother. They're flanking you on the south.
Guys, watch south. They're flanking us.
Bravo. Go ahead. A firm, fall in on my right hand side for now. I want you to get eyes on buildings 5 and 4 and 5.
Are you guys green?
Wait, what?
Shiny green.
Yeah, building 5 and 3.
Raven, you good?
You to see those.
Yeah.
Bravo, go ahead. You got a contact report in terms of 4 size there, or are they done? Copy that.
I'm bandaging, guys. Oh.
Okay, Newson, pull your guys left a bit more. I want you to get good eyes so that Bravo can move in. So, up until this point, up until where I am, Newson, so that you can look down this road a little bit.
Raven, what's your position? I see you.
Alright, you get your guys.
Move up to this tree here. To your left.
Bravo, prepare to move. You're going to be pushing to the wall adjacent to building 1 to the southwest. I'll let you know when.
Copy that.
Alpha, you good? Bravo, go ahead, move now. Let me know when you're set. Wrong net. Wrong net.
Shiny, you copy?
No, I did not.
Okay, we're moving to the buildings on the southwest. Building 1. Take us to the wall.
Moving.
Raven, follow.
Shiny said.
Copy. Raven, take the left side. Go to the left side. Up there, stand by. Bravo set. Come on, Bravo. Bravo is set. Repeat, Bravo is set. You see anything shiny?
No.
We have no movement on the road at this point. Hey, fam, we're good to move. After that, moving. Raven, come back to behind Shiny. We're going to start pushing into the buildings on the left. Raven, do you copy?
I don't see anything at the moment.
Roger, come on back over to this side. We're moving into the buildings. When he gets here, let's start pushing into the left, the building on the left.
Right, moving.
Moving. Watch your spacing. Okay, let's breach.
Right, breaching. Right, clear. Breaching next room. Short. Clear. Going upstairs. Right, clear. Ready? Okay, breaching. Room's clear. Building clear.
Cover 1-1. Building 1 clear. Copy that.
I'm not positive, but I think there may be movement in our house to our northwest, across the street.
That's friendlies. Bravo, let's move up to the junction and get eyes on both sides of the road.
Moving.
On me, guys.
Raven.
Orange on the gate. You'll be taking point. Who's gonna walk at the same time as
Copy that.
Orange gate.
Let's get eyes on the south. Alpha will cover.
Keep some space in between, guys.
Raven, spacing.
Let me know when you are set. Orange.
Bravo set.
The fuck was that?
Everyone good? There was
No
a
idea,
raid
nothing else.
towards the southwest, I believe.
I'm good.
Copy. Orange.
Copy that.
Position, you're gonna place security.
Raven, let's cross the road. Shiny, hold. Get across.
Roger.
Moving.
Crossing.
Cover the road. Shiny, you can go.
Move.
Orange, you're free to cross.
Taking point. Got one guy. Con.
That's when you can. Let's move to building 4.
Yeah. Right. Alpha need to make sure that there are no guys in the north. Right, moving in. Windows clear. Ready? Breaching. Yeah. Room is clear. Breaching. Room is clear. Going upstairs.
Copy.
Clear.
2-6.
Breaching. Clear. Building clear.
You guys okay?
We good.
Clear?
Yep.
Copy that. Eyes on contacts, Alpha. Bravo, man the top windows of your rear building and get eyes out. Copy that. Disregard Bravo. Move up to next corner, next intersection. Alpha, do the same if your building's clear.
Guys, let's move to the next junction.
Moving.
Copy that. Let me know when both teams are set in position at the intersection.
Set up in the corner of the intersection when you get some space. Let me know.
Shiny set.
Copy. Just as we did previous movement, move across the road.
Same deal as before. Orange.
Shiny, we're crossing. Go Raven.
Crossing.
Shiny, we're set.
Crossing. We're taking point.
Okay, Alpha, continue on. You'll be dealing with 10 and 8. Just be careful. Bravo, move to 7. You've 2 buildings in there by the looks of things.
Copy that.
Right, moving in.
Alright, we're gonna push the
Raven.
right side.
Bear in mind, guys, you are free to use frag grenades for any of this exercise. Alpha, continue moving. Continue moving.
Right, got one. Moving in. Clear.
I'm on your rear.
Frag out, frag out. Okay, clear.
Good frag.
Building clear.
Okay, one problem.
Right, moving next one.
Bravo is all green. Building, we cleared one building, moving to the next one.
Set. Breaching. Clear. Right, breaching. Clear. Bottom floor clear, moving up. Clear. Set. Okay. Breaching. Right. Clear. Building clear.
Is this one clear, Nathan, did you say?
It's clear?
Is clear.
This is Bravo. Building 7 is clear.
Copy that. Can you confirm the other outdoor building is also, or the building outside is also clear?
Yeah, AFM, that's where we put the frag in there, it's clear.
I guarantee that is not the case. Oh wait, sorry. They are. Nuisance.
Oh, fuck, it's standoff building 8, never mind. Let's crash that.
1-1 Bravo.
Yeah. Fair.
Tell me. Alright, start moving to the next building.
Raven, move back.
Nuisance. I don't know if you're aware of this,
1-1
but
Bravo.
yeah, go ahead.
What's that?
We're holding in compound of building 7, over.
Copy. You're good to move to 9. Alpha's clearing 10 currently. Nuisance.
Copy
Just so
that.
you know,
Shiny, take us to
Kargi
building
raised a
9.
good point.
Right.
Fuck, am I bleeding? Yeah, I'm bleeding. What the fuck?
Yeah, bleeding.
If you interact on this wall or self-interact on this wall, you can spray paint a green X, and that's what Kargi's saying that we need to be doing, like so. But so,
Right, moving in.
so you can spray paint. There you go.
Okay.
Get your guys up in the top floor, Alpha.
Frag out.
Okay. Unit 13 from...
Bearing 225.
No frags this way. If there's no friendlies.
Yeah, we've already done that, Bobo.
Ah, no bother, no bother.
Nice.
Let's clear this building to our left quickly.
Right, breaching. Right, breaching. Short. Right, breaching. Building clear.
You guys take any injuries there? Or are you all good?
Negative, we're all green.
Right, building clear.
Only in building 9 is clear.
Copy that. Yep, from building 9 is clear.
Fantastic. Take it easy, mate.
User left your channel.
Okay. If I can, could I get you to push to building 11 and 13, please? Bravo.
Moving to 11, 13. Over.
Roger.
You guys keep moving to your next build, number 12.
Moving.
Newton, just keep moving. It's okay, don't worry about the AR. Ah, right, okay.
Push the building on the right as you move.
One sec.
Right. Moving the first building in. Motherfucker.
Nice shooting.
Yeah. Lucky me, he is not good. Right, moving in. Open door. Clear. Right, clear.
Go ahead.
Building 1 clear here.
Copy that, let's go to the next one.
Copy that. Yeah. All good. All good.
Right, ready. Reaching. Clear. Right. Breaching. Right. Building clear.
Alpha 1 Bravo.
Go ahead.
11 and 13 are clear.
Fantastic. All call signs. Push your guys back down the street. We're going to be moving to HLZ done. So keep to the same side as you were on previously.
Bravo copies. Okay, we're moving back to the HLZ. Let's keep the same side of the street on the right hand side.
Right.
Push out.
Ideally, time your movement with the other fire team at the intersections.
Copy that. Make sure we hold at the intersections.
Right.
Alpha's in front. Let them cross first.
Yep, copy.
Be your middleman.
Let's keep our spacing.
Go ahead.
View from here.
Can't see shit from here.
Copy that, guys.
Okay, Alpha is not moving. Raven cross.
Or the compound, whatever you call it.
Cross.
Copy. Moving out.
Roger, eyes on fire, we're rallying up. Oh! Hello!
Sublime,
You
take the corner.
almost got shot in the face. I deserve it.
Loosen, you can move.
Shiny, we set.
Moving.
You should have anyway, to be honest with you.
Should have, I totally didn't know how to fuck around.
Okay, Sublime, you're good to move.
Push past Raven.
Moving. Shiny set.
Crossing.
Copy. Hold.
Let me know when you're set.
Good to go.
Shiny.
Moving. Taking lead.
Copy. Raven push.
Bravo, push to the corner to the south. I want you getting eyes out down the MSR, just in protection and preparation for the HLZ. Alpha on me, we're pushing east.
Bravo copy. Just keep our eyes south on the MSR.
Right.
Affirmative, Stallion. Yep, affirmative. Hi, sweet bunny. I love you. You're so cute.
Raven, hold. Copy that. Bravo, let's push south to the main road.
Copy.
Sean, you take that corner at 9. Raven, grab cover.
Shots fired.
User left your channel.
Purple? Where to? Just in the middle? Did that go far enough?
As soon as the ramp comes down, let's get in, guys.
Understood.
Bravo, let's go. Bravo's in.
Copy.
All in, wheels up. This is everybody?
That's it.
Yeah, I lost my squad.
Wait, what?
They disconnected.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you said something else. I'm just gonna shut up.
Yeah, I'm a one-man squad now.
One-man army.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, we pushed them a little bit. Sorry about that, guys.